Howdy y'all, got the Bulldog on the channel. I'm going to attempt to film this. My phone does not like having the light on and the camera on at the same time. I don't know why, but we're going to show you why it's important whenever you hear something. Don't just say, huh, that's funny. You're supposed to go, ugh, because that's an automatic reaction. I grew up with it. Whenever you touch something, you immediately stop what you're doing, because that sounds like damage. A lot of times it is. When you touch your foot, put your foot on the brake and it goes, that's bad. Don't just keep driving it. When you are running and your engine starts going, that's bad. Shut it off. And when you turn the key on and you don't hear click, click, click or buzz, you hear, that's bad. Don't hold it. I understand a lot of the new ones, they've got computerized starting even with a key switch, but especially the push buttons. You push that button once and it's going to keep on cranking until it decides that it doesn't want to anymore. So you guys get a pass, but for God's sake, don't try it again. This one, I have never seen one this bad in this small of an area. Oh. Okay. I'm going to turn the light on and hold you up there. Right there. Now I'm going to take you back out. See if I can. There we go. Now what that is, you see where it dips down and it has these teeth that are about that wide, and then they narrow down until they're that wide. That was that shiny area. That's the teeth ground off of the starter ring. That's the flywheel of the motor. I have the same problem with my Beetle, and fortunately my Beetle is a stick shift. I usually just find a hill to shut it off, set the brake, and it's still old enough that the computer doesn't control the fuel solenoid to where it won't start unless you're cranking the key. And even if it was like that, if I happen to shut it off with that particular place right there at the starter, I could roll it a little bit, bump the clutch, and make the engine roll itself a little bit. This one's an automatic. We don't have that luxury. I am going to reach up in there and rotate the motor manually a little bit, and then I'll put the starter back on it so that we can start it up and drive it into the place that we're going to be doing the work, because we don't want to tie up this bay. It's an in and out bay. We'll put it somewhere where there's no door behind it, because it's going to be apart for a while. Normally, you know, it would take you one day, but realistically, you have smaller jobs coming in and out, in and out, in and out. And you kind of need a door to do that, especially when it's November. But I wanted to show you guys that noise. It's bad. Oh God, it's bad. It sounds horrible. So when you hear that noise, let off the key. Seriously. I think he had a starter go bad. It's got a new starter on it, brand new starter. The part on it that does this is called a Bendix. And when the gear gets worn down, it will do this. Or if the Bendix is bad and it won't engage all the way, you know, those are the things that cause those problems. That flywheel is not a cause of a problem, it's a result of a problem. So that's why it's important to have it adjusted correctly. The older ones, they had an adjustment on them. It's cold, so the flies are, you know, attracted to, you know, somebody smelly as me. But they had shims to adjust the location of the starter, and if they weren't adjusted correctly, they'd do this. It's more common in the older ones than we have now. There's a lot more standardized now, but there again, you don't do any adjustment to the new ones, you just replace stuff. So it's a lose-lose kind of thing. But anyway, wanted to show you that. That's not something, I mean, it's repairable, but you take it all apart to do it. There's no way around it. So, here we go. Like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, share it all around. Talk to you later.